What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North Shore 9 post-game show powered by Primanti Brothers. I'm Jim. With me tonight is Tyler. Tyler, how are you doing this evening?
Bucco win, man. An offensive explosion. We give away sandwiches. Bucco Fever's back.
Bucco Fever's back. I don't know. Bucco Fever is in the air. I think you're right. No, you're right. I mean, you're right, though. Great game. Pirates win 9-1. They hadn't scored more than 2 runs from Mitch Keller since May 2nd. They hadn't scored more than 4 runs from Mitch Keller all season. So the Pirates bats just wake up in a huge way, put up a 9 spot on New York, got the lead early, and then just added on, and the Pirates were able to keep the Mets bats at bay. So, yeah. Awesome stuff. We're giving away some sandwiches. You all know the drill. Put your hashtag RaiseIts in the comments. That'll get you in the drawing for 2 separate giveaways of 2 Primanti Brothers sandwiches. So get that in there. Before we hop into the game, though, let me first tell you about Bet Online. With NHL being over and the NBA ending soon, we've got Bet Online continues to be your #1 source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering info. In between games, head over to the BetOnline casino with all top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet Online, the game starts here. All right, the NBA is over, isn't it?
Yeah, the NBA is over.
Yeah, I kind of messed that up. I guess we need to update that ad read a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know what? I meant to say WNBA.
Yeah,
although it's just kind of starting, right? Yeah, whatever.
You're too excited to give away sandwiches. That's the problem.
That's what it is. I'm also excited about this game. It was a fun game to watch. Typically, whenever we do these post-game shows, I'm not having fun. These haven't been very fun this season. Tonight, I think we're gonna have some fun. So, again, Pirates win 9-1. Just kind of give a quick rundown before we jump into things. The Pirates got an early lead, and it was the bottom of the order that did a lot of the action. Jared Triolo with an RBI single in the second to kick things off. Canario with an RBI double. IKF RBI single, and then Tommy Pham with a ground out. Next thing you know, Pirates are up 4-0 in the second. Mitch Keller looked strong at the beginning, gives up a solo homer to Juan Soto, and that's the only run that the Pirates gave up all game. Bryan Hayes added on in the 5th with a double. Bryan Reynolds stays hot with a 3-run homer, and then Tommy Pham capped things off with a single. Every single Pirate got a hit today except Nick Gonzalez, and even he got on base twice with 2 walks. 6 out of 9 players drove in a run. 7 out of 9 players scored a run. They just had guys on the bases all night long. There was really no stress-free innings by Mets pitchers today. 12 hits, 5 walks, a stolen base. The offense just took it to the Mets tonight.
They did, but it wasn't one of those games where they kind of, I guess, nickel and dime another team a little bit, where you get some bloopers, some balls fall in a little bit. Maybe the Pirates don't strike out a lot that night. They hit the ball hard tonight. I'm looking at it now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits over 100 miles an hour today. I mean, they hit the ball hard all day. They hit the ball the other way. Bryan Hayes hit the ball hard. Literally everybody hit the ball hard. There's not really anybody I can single out. It was a good day at the plate.
Yeah, and when you hit the ball hard, you're going to get hits. I mean, that's plain and simple. Whenever we talk about like exit velocity and things like that, a lot of people say like it's not all that important. But when you are hitting the ball, when you are putting the ball in play and hitting it hard, you're going to get rewarded for that most often. And that's what the Pirates did today. They had an expected batting average today of 318. And yeah, it was just an all around really, really good game. I want to highlight a few things. Let's talk about Mitch Keller, just to kind of start things off. I didn't think it was his best start. And what's crazy is this is a really good lineup that he faced, especially if you look at like the top of this Mets lineup. I don't know if it gets much better than Lindor, Nimmo, Soto, Alonso, McNeil. Those are 5 pretty good bats. And he limited that top 5 to essentially nothing. Like I said, Soto got the 1 solo home run off of him. But when you're up 4-0 in the 4th inning and you like attack Soto, don't let him get on base. Don't put him on base for Pete Alonso. And that's what he did. He attacked him. Soto made him pay for it. But hey, you're up 4-0. A solo homer is not going to hurt you there. But yeah, I didn't think his stuff was necessarily outstanding today. The Mets also hit the ball hard off of him, especially towards the end of that outing. But he ends up going 5 1/3, only gives up 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 run given up, 4 strikeouts, lowers his season ERA to 3.90. What did you see out of Keller tonight?
So I do agree with you. It wasn't his best outing by far, and you can see that from the results here. You only get 5 1/3 out of him, and truthfully, a lot of that was Brandon Nimmo just driving up his pitch count every at bat he had. That dude had to have seen 30 Mitch Keller pitches a day. It was silly. But stuff-wise, I don't know if I necessarily agree. I thought the stuff did look pretty good today. And maybe it was just he commanded it really well.
He did.
I thought the sweeper and the slider both looked pretty good today, or at least he was able to paint it on the corners pretty well. We saw him flip a few curveballs in there, hit the bottom of the zone. I thought command-wise, he was good. Stuff-wise, maybe not as nasty as we've seen Mitch Keller look. But, I mean, probably about as good as he's looked this year, I'd say. I mean, I don't have many complaints about him. I like the command from him a lot tonight. I do agree that maybe not as nasty as we've seen Mitch Keller be. Because we didn't see the swing and miss.
Well, I think that's like, yeah, there wasn't a lot of swings and misses, and that's what kind of led to him getting pulled sort of early in this game. He got 16 out, and it wasn't because he wasn't getting people out. It was just he was having trouble putting batters away. Like he got to 2 strikes, and there were a lot of foul balls. But again, like when you're facing a lineup of pretty good hitters like this Mets team has, like it's hard to get these guys out all the time. And Nimmo in particular was he was a pain in the ass. Like all night long, especially that first inning. Him and Alonso's at bat there in the first inning too. I mean, he only faced 4 batters in that first inning. I want to say he threw like 27, 28 pitches, something to that effect. So he did a really good job rebounding after that to kind of get into that 6th inning. But yeah, I mean, he picked up the win. His 2nd of the year, so he avoids going to 1-11, which I think hadn't been done for the Pirates since Ross Ohlendorf was the last guy to do that. So he goes to 2-10, and I think that the impressive thing is, the Pirates got that 4-0 lead in the 2nd, and what we've I'm a huge Mitch Keller fan. I'm gonna say like the Pirates need more. If you had 5 Mitch Kellers on your team, like you've got a pretty darn good rotation. But if there's one gripe that people have on Keller, a lot of times it's like once you give him a run or 2, which is all the Pirates have really given him all season long, he just sort of immediately gives it back. Like that kind of just tends to be it. And so Keller's giving you a lot of these like 6-inning 2-run, 6-inning 3-run performances. And they're good starts. They're quality starts by definition. But when you're only scoring 2 runs, it's just frustrating because it seems like, oh man, this guy can't pitch with a lead. Like he can't win the game. And today he showed like he got that lead and then he immediately got, put up a 0, which was, I thought, huge in this game because it shortened it a little bit. And when you put up that 0 after putting up 4 runs, it just keeps that momentum on your side.
It doesn't. I'm really glad you brought that up as well, because it is something we've seen happen with Mitch Keller. He'll you get 2 runs, he'll give 1 back at least. And it's not just Mitch Keller. We see it across baseball, because that's when pitchers will get a little bit more lackadaisical. That's when you start to you lose a little bit of focus. It's just natural. You get a lead, you're going to calm down a little bit. We've seen that happen with him time and time again. Thank God he came out with a 0 tonight, especially when you get 4 runs. You don't want to give up any. Like, that's when you can step on a team's throat. And that's what they did tonight. And to add on to that, another thing I liked from him after that Soto home run, he didn't let that continue to get worse. Next hitter goes right back after him, gets the out. It could have got, a lot more competitive really quickly after that home run. He was able to settle it down.
Yeah. I thought it was a good start. Like I said, this is a really good Mets lineup. I want to say they're the 4th or 5th best offensive team in baseball. So anytime you can limit them to just 1 run, like, you've done a really, really outstanding job. First off, before we kind of shift gears here, Rob, shout out Rob, 10 memberships. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Congrats to the guys who got the free membership. Now you could use your emojis, so yeah, thanks, Rob. I want to talk about the offense a bit here, because I said that was the story of today. We'll get to the bullpen, particularly Isaac Mattson. I definitely want to talk about him. But I thought it was just, like I said, everybody hit well. In particular, I want to talk about Bryan Reynolds. Just a dreadful first 2 months of the year, really 2.5 months of the season. I think Bryan Reynolds doesn't necessarily get enough quote unquote credit for just how awful of a start the Pittsburgh Pirates had. Like, the Pirates, Bryan Reynolds played as large of a role, or the largest role, in this season just quickly becoming a disaster than anyone else on this team. I mean, he was dreadful to start things off. And I know it's like kind of a running joke we have here, but like, Tyler, as soon as the baby was born,
yeah,
Bryan Reynolds is back. Like, and he's back. I mean, since coming back from paternity leave, he had a 3-hit game against the Rangers with a double. He had a 2-hit game against the Brewers with a double. 2-hit game against the Brewers with a double. Got another hit on Wednesday against the Brewers. And then today gets another 2 hits against the Mets. One of them being a 3-run homer, and another one being a double that missed being a homer by a foot. I think Bryan Reynolds is officially back. I think that baby just needed to come out, Tyler. Like, he's back.
And I mean, Hannah even kind of asked him about it after the game. I don't think you caught that. You're setting up the show, but Hannah even asked him about if he needed the baby to be born basically to take off here. So this is becoming an actual theme with Bryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I mean, he's swinging a good bat right now. That home run he hit, like, that's classic Bryan Reynolds. Just punish a mistake. It's a slider that is absolutely terrible. Just cement mixer at the top of the zone. Yeah. Awful pitch. But April and May, Bryan Reynolds, or even most of June, Bryan Reynolds doesn't take advantage of that. What we saw from him tonight, that's Bryan Reynolds. You make a mistake to him, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah. Weighted runs created plus all the way up to 90 now, which again isn't great, but like, it's getting up. It's getting up there. OPS closer and closer to 700. It's now 689 on the season. So yeah, I think Bryan Reynolds is heating up. Like, I know we're used to it happening a little bit earlier in the year, but he's now put together like 6 pretty good games in a row now. And I mean, he's got 9 homers on the year. They need him to bounce back in order to make this team just a little bit watchable. And like I said, today he came through in some big moments. Like I said, driving in 3 runs and really putting this game on ice with that 3-run homer.
And it's not even just being watchable. Like, you need him to be better just because you need him next year too. Like, I don't want to have another question mark going into next year.
That's a good point too. Cause I mean, at this point you're playing for like you're not really playing for much. Like,
Yeah.
let's face it, this team's not going to the playoffs. So like you want to get to the point where you feel comfortable about Bryan Reynolds in 2026.
Right.
And I think he has been sort of on the like he's striking out more than he ever has, which is bad. But you look at the like just kind of the data and it's like he doesn't look like he should be hitting that poorly. So hopefully we're starting now to see the beginning of like a really strong second half for Bryan Reynolds. On top of that, Tommy Pham in the leadoff spot. What do you think about that today?
We talked about we talked about it briefly before the game. Really, it's one of the few options I have at the leadoff spot right now. That I like it now. But he was on base twice today, a hit. Drove in a run, walked. Like he's swinging a better bat since he's got his eyes fixed. Yeah, he did drive in 2 runs actually. But since he got his eyes fixed, he's swinging a better bat. It's not good, but it's better.
He really is. And like if you're familiar with Fangraphs, they do like a power ranking type deal. And in the last 7 days, Tommy Pham is the 19th best player in baseball, which like lines up with when he started being able to see. Now, I don't think we can sit here and say like Tommy Pham is going to completely rebound here, but again, like 3 hits. He's had back-to-back multi-hit games, hit his first homer. Today, again, got a hit, got a walk. I mean, he needs to be better. He was he was terrible.
Right.
Yeah, just absolutely god-awful for these first 3 months of the year. Like, it'd be nice to see him do something. And who knows at this point, like if he can put together just like an insane run for the next month or so, you could maybe flip him for something at the deadline. Whereas if you would have said a week ago, like, hey, you might be able to get something for Tommy Pham at the deadline, like I would have laughed at you. Be like, no one's giving you anything for this guy. So another thing to watch here is like over this next month, like Tommy Pham's playing to kind of just stay in the majors, because if Tommy Pham isn't traded, then there's not really much of a reason to keep him around. But like, if you can get something for him, then you've at least provided some sort of value to this team. So yeah, that's important next few months here for the next few weeks here for Tommy Pham, I think.
It's like 370 or something. He could be traded pretty easily for a month. Like hit 370.
Hey,
let's see what happens.
Like I said, just go on some crazy run here and make yourself somewhat valuable,
right,
in any way. I mean, the Pirates got something for who was the G-Man Choi. The Pirates got something for G-Man Choi a few years ago. So it's like there's going to be teams out there
for that one dude, whatever his name was, Austin Davis or whoever he was.
Yeah, so like there's going to be teams out there who are going to want like a bench bat, 4th outfielder type guy. And if Tommy Pham can put together like a really good month here, then I could see teams starting to call on Tommy Pham, which I would have never dreamt in my wildest dreams that I would have said something like that before.
No.
Canario gets to start in center against the lefty. Another, I mean, if you're going to be Alexander Canario and you want to carve out some sort of role on this team going forward, I think your best bet is to be some sort of like a lefty masher. And he hasn't really been that up to this point this season. But he gets to start in center today over O'Neal Cruz. He goes 2 for 4 with a double. So good, 2 doubles actually. Good game for him. He's been having a really rough go of it ever since he went through that 1 week, 2 week stretch there in May, and it's been rough lately for him. But good game for Canario.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm with you on becoming a lefty masher, but also I think you want to see him be able to do this, have 2 hits in a kind of like a spot start, because he's not a guy that's going to play every day. He's got to be able to come off the bench and give you an outing like this. Like, he can't be a guy that you need to give him extended at bats to see anything from.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about Isaac Mattson.
Let's do it. I love him.
This guy is just a dog. He is a dog. He comes in to clean up a little bit of a mess in the 6th inning. Like I said, Mitch Keller gave up he walked Juan Soto and then a single, quote unquote, single to Pete Alonso. Probably should have been fielded by IKF. But Mattson comes in to clean that up. And the dude just, there's nothing special about this guy's stuff. Like, he throws the ball 95 miles an hour. His average fastball is 94.7 today. On the year, it's 94.1. But he just throws it non-stop. He threw 21 pitches today, 1 changeup, 1 slider, 19 fastballs. He's just throwing a 94 to 95 mile an hour fastball over and over and over again to major league hitters, and is basically just like, hit it. I dare you to hit this. And they can't. For some reason, they can't hit it. Today, just he comes in, gets those 2 outs, an inning and a third, faces 5 batters, strikes out 3 of them. The 1 hit he does give up is just a pop-up that Canario and Reynolds both lose in the lights. Like, this dude has been nails since being called up, and he's just like going right after hitters.
Right. And not just going right after hitter, going after him with just a fastball, basically.
Yep.
He is saying, hit this thing. And it is nothing special, but it's the attitude. And that's something you just can't teach a major league pitcher. You can't teach a guy to have that aggressiveness or to have that mentality of, I'm going to attack you, hit my best stuff. It kind of reminds me a little bit, like, I know he was a sticky stuff guy, but Rich Rod a little bit, where it's just fastball. It's not impressive.
Yeah,
you don't get why they can't hit it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand it, but it works.
Rich Rod was the same way, where he would just throw fastballs, and like 95, like nothing that like seemed very special about him. But I mean, there's obviously something about Mattson's fastball that makes it sneaky, right? It's like sneaky, deceptive, whatever it is. There's something about it, because like he's throwing this thing. He threw a few like 92 mile an hour fastballs today, and he's a lot of them he's throwing them either right down the middle or he's completely missing. Like, he was getting swings and misses on fastballs like a foot out of the zone, up high. So it's like there's something going on with this fastball where hitters see it and they just have a hard time squaring it up.
It's almost like they can't see it. Like, he must hide the ball pretty well, or there is something in that delivery where they're just not picking it up. I don't know if I haven't looked into his extension or anything, if any of that's something for him, but I don't get it, but it's working. It's all about the aura, as the kids say.
He's got aura. It's hard to believe this dude was a Washington Wild thing like 3 years ago. The extension isn't really anything crazy, but you look at, StatCast loves his fastball.
Okay.
Loves it. So yeah, it's a special pitch. It is.
Maybe this is the fastball shape that everyone's been talking about with Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
Maybe Paul Skeens needs Isaac Mattson's fastball shape.
So he throws this fastball 70% of the time on the year. Today he threw it again like 90% of the time. But throws it 70% of the time on the year. It's got a run value of 4 currently, and it's not like this guy's pitched very many games. So yeah, whatever he's doing with that fastball is working. And it's like his spin is good, but it doesn't look like it's anything like outrageous, just kind of looking at the rankings here. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but God, it's a great pitch. Great pitch.
I just love the dude.
I do too.
I love the dude.
Yeah. He's just kind of, he's a dog. Like I said, he goes out there, dares and like he gets people out in big spots. He shows emotion. I love it. I love it. Big Isaac Mattson fan.
Bank here.
It's a good point. Yeah. Moretta would just spam those sliders and Mattson's spamming fastballs now.
There we go.
Got our first look at newly acquired Yenesis Cabrera, somebody who, Pirates fans were probably pretty familiar with this guy. Spent some time in St. Louis. that's probably where we mostly know him from. I think he spent 5 years in St. Louis before bouncing around to Toronto, the Mets, the Cubs. Hasn't really been very good since like 2021. Like it's been a while, but he's a lefty. He throws hard. He doesn't really know where it's going, and when it does, get hit, it tends to, be hit far and hard. So again, his numbers haven't been great, but first look at him today, inning in the third, scoreless, strikes out a batter. Not great command, 20 pitches, 11 of them for strikes. But I mean, it's another lefty in the bullpen, and with Barucki and Meza out, they clearly wanted a second lefty arm behind Ferguson there. And I think Cabrera's he's not good. Let's just kind of say
took
say
a while
like
to get there.
He's not good, but he's a guy who throws left-handed, and they sort of just need a body right now. But he looked good tonight, and he got batters out. He was effective at least.
Yeah, I mean, he was effective tonight. The command is an obvious issue. Like, it's obvious. Yeah. The stuff does look like it obviously does play at a major league level. It's hard to form an opinion on the guy right now because he's probably not going to be here that long, if we're being honest. And if he is, then that means he did something really well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll assume, yeah, you do have to assume that Ferguson's probably like going to there are going to be teams calling about Caleb Ferguson. So, if you're going to trade Caleb Ferguson and you need some lefties, you've got Barucki and Meza who are both on the IL. You hope both of them are back by then. But if something happens to either one of them, at least, I guess you've got Cabrera. That's kind of how I see it is, he's once Ferguson's gone, he's probably third on the depth chart behind those two. But for now, those two are on the shelf. So he's here.
Yeah. It's just amazing how it's so easy to find a lefty that throws 95 anymore.
Yeah.
They just grow them on trees now.
Yeah. Yeah. Chase Sugar comes on, pitches a scoreless ninth. At that point, let's say game was kind of in the bag. But yeah, just a fun game. I mean, they 4-0 after 2. You kind of just felt good about this. You sort of assume that Mitch Keller at this point is just going to give you. He's going to give you some innings, and he's going to give you a chance to win. I didn't think he'd only give up 1 run. Like I was kind of assuming this was going to be another Mitch Keller 6 innings, 3-run game type deal. And he outperformed that, but he's been looking good. He's so not deserving of this 2-10 record. So it's nice to see him finally get a win.
It is good to see him get a win. It's nice to see the ERA dip below 4. Because that's just a number I don't like for him. Like that ERA should never be over 4. He's too good for that. But yeah, good to see a good outing from him. Nice to see the bats. Just a well-played baseball game. And really, the Pirates handled it from wire to wire.
Yeah. I mean, he's on pace too for 190 innings this year. So like the dude just goes out there. He gives you innings. He gives you quality innings, gives you a chance to win. You just need the offense to give you a little bit. Like I said, today was the first time all year they scored more than 4 runs for Mitch Keller. And again, the first time since May 2nd. That's like 8 weeks ago that they scored more than 2. Scored more than 2 runs for him. In his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 starts, 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs, 1 run, 1 run, 0 runs. Like
it's hard to win like that.
It's almost impossible. So yeah, the dude had a 3.50 ERA in May and didn't win a game. He actually went 0-5 with a 3.5.
350.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good thing we all got the Bucco Fever now. So
we all got the Bucco Fever.
Donnie Ball's back.
And it sounds like there's a lot of teams interested in Mitch Keller. It's going to be a seller's market. So it's going to be interesting to see just how that unfolds. We'll talk a lot more about the trade deadline coming up and what we think the Pirates should do. So we won't really spend much time on that. But there are going to be a lot of teams calling about Mitch Keller, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't blame him.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's good.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen this year. We'll talk about it, but enjoy him while we have him.
Yeah. All right, we've got 88 entries in for the sandwich. Again, put hashtag raise it in the comments if you want to enter into this contest. Like the video, subscribe to the page if you haven't already. We'll do these post-game shows after every single game. If you haven't noticed by now, we've only been doing it for about three or 4 years. But you ready to give away sandwiches?
Yeah, let's give away some Sammys.
All right. All right. Again, 88 entries. Good luck. If you are the winner, make sure you have the Primanti's app downloaded on your phone. Email northshore9@gmail.com or DM us on your favorite social media platform, and we'll get those sandwiches over to you. Bucco Sports Cards is our first winner tonight. I think that's a repeat winner. I think they won a few weeks ago. So congratulations, Bucco Sports Cards. 2 free Primanti Brothers sandwiches. Make sure you reach out to us. Winner number 2. Winner number 2, Trent Pace. Congrats.
I think I've seen that
DM
one.
us. No, I'm pretty sure that's a new winner. Pretty sure Trent's a new winner. So
there you go. Congratulations, Trent.
Congratulations, you guys. Well,
you guys rock.
9-1 win over the Mets. Season series now tied at 2. The Pirates are 33-50 now. They're actually 500 at home. 21-21 at home, Pittsburgh Pirates. So if you head out to PNC Park, you might actually see a winning ball team. Paul Blackburn tomorrow versus Bailey Falter. And that is a 4:05 start. You got anything else to add before we hop out of here?
I don't know. I had so much fun tonight. I think I'll do it again tomorrow.
There we go. Let's run it back.
Same time, same place. Not same time.
Yes. Different time. Same place.
Same people, same place.
There we go. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Appreciate everybody watching now, watching later, listening later. You guys rock. Like the video, subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and check out the draft preview from last night if you haven't, with Jim Callis.
Check it out. Peace out, guys.
Yep. See you guys. All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.